Welcome back. Here's the Kovacs report. And as promised, we're going to take a look at Wolverine by Chris Claremont, #1, with art by Tom Reilly. So if you are enjoying the G.I. Joe art, you will be in for a treat if you pick this up. So this book was originally only available in a Marvel loot box, let's call it. It was a Chris Claremont Paragon edition, very expensive. I think it was $200, and it's never been reprinted. So this is the first time it's been available on the mass market. So we've got this beautiful Steve McNiven covered here, and that just pulled me in. I mean, Chris Claremont wasn't enough, and Tom Reilly, you got Steve McNiven cover. That's definitely going to get me picking it up off the racks and into collection. So here we go. So there will be spoilers, of course, so please read the book beforehand if you don't want to spoil. Don't forget to like the video if you like the video, and if possible, just hit that subscribe button. It takes a second, and it makes a huge difference to me, and I'd really, really appreciate it. Now, like I say, this is deeply embedded in Chris Claremont's run, let's just say. So if you have read that run, or you're more familiar with it, then a lot more of this will resonate. So Wolverine's currently in Japan with his love, Mariko. And this is where we join Sabretooth, having a bloody battle with Wolverine. And essentially, this whole issue is just one big battle, really. I mean, like I say, Wolverine is the star on the front of the book, but inside, it's pretty much Sabretooth. So this book is violent. It's really, really violent. It's beautifully drawn. Sometimes there's so much blood, you can't make out what's not dying or being cut off. But anyway. So it looks like Wolverine's on his last legs, and he's not in a good place. And Sabretooth's mission to kill his love, Mariko, looks like it's going to happen. But she's a badass too, you know. So she starts using this very traditional bow, and she starts firing away at him. So he sort of runs off to try and escape the arrows. But of course, it's Sabretooth here, so he breaks her bow. He's about to kill her, and then Rogue turns up. And this is where we start getting the other X-Men thrown into the mix. I think this is really like a story to show that, you know, Wolverine isn't on his own. He has got these friends with amazing abilities, and there's a team there, and they care about each other. So that is really interesting. But the thing that's most interesting is Sabretooth, how relentless he is, how as we go through this book, he just takes down all of the X-Men, and he does it with a smile on his face. He's enjoying this. This is fun to him, you know. He's not scared at all. So we also get Kitty Pryde and Lockheed the Dragon. And like I say, Colossus turns up. There's a cool thing here where Rogue and Sabretooth get flown into him, and he catches Rogue as like Sabretooth just slams into his hand. That's gotta hurt. But of course, Rogue's ability it's not something you want. So she touches him, and she starts absorbing his powers. So they both go down, and Sabretooth takes this moment to chuck him off the edge. And he thinks he's victorious, music to his ears, as he says, but he smells trouble. And Lockheed's dragon just absolutely incinerates him. Oh, Kitty Pryde there looking very, very sort of nervous about what she's doing, okay? Because this is a very young Kitty Pryde. But of course, Sabretooth's not down yet. He comes up and he grabs that poor little dragon and starts squashing the life out of it. And then he grabs her. And here's this moment, which I think will resonate more if you follow the Chris Claremont run, where we see this pre-Shadow Cat Kitty Pryde, you know, so it shows that she's going to grow into this mature person. Her abilities and her view on life is going to change too, and it's a really clever little 3-panel scene there. I like it a lot. So of course we're going through the X-Men roster here. Storm turns up and she starts hitting him with lightning bolts, and he's just laughing it off. This is not going to make a difference. He's taking everyone else down. Why should Storm be any different? And of course he does take her down. He takes her down, even though Mariko's jumped in there to try and slice and dice him. Rogue's a bit sort of like, what are you doing? This wasn't the plan, you know, because they're a force for good. They don't want to kill if they don't have to kill. But anyway, he knocks her the hell out, and Rogue and everyone and Storm and all the rest of the gang, they aren't down and out. It looks like good old Sabretooth's going to get his wish, but he looks back on Roro. He says she's a badass. She's not going to stay down for long. So he's got respect for these people as well, or at least some of them. And of course, she gets back up. They all get back up, and they're fighting, and there's more fighting. And then Wolverine turns up in his changed costume, been plastered up. I don't understand this, because how has he had time to go get bandaged up and change his costume and then come back? I forgot to mention Nightcrawler pops in at some point. Here we go. Bamfing as he gets lightning bolted by by storm. But anyway, that is essentially the whole issue here. And eventually Sabretooth says, you know what? You know what? This ain't the end. I'll get you guys. And he goes off into the snow, and they try and pick themselves up and recover from the battle. And that's it. That's really it. I mean, like I say, it's more about Sabretooth than it is Wolverine. And it's beautifully drawn. It's exactly what you expect from Chris Claremont. It's very enjoyable. I did enjoy it. Again, I probably would have enjoyed it more if I'd reread the Claremont's run, because I guess it does nod to a lot of the things that were going on during that run. But this was a nice little book, and it's nice that it's been reprinted so people can complete their collections of Chris Claremont X-Men Wolverine books. So there we go. I'd recommend it if you're a fan. I do like that cover. I just, honestly, that's what really pulled me in here. I think even more than everything else. I just love a Steve McNiven cover. Anyway, I digress. Those are my thoughts. Do let me know yours, and hopefully we'll catch you in the next video. And don't forget to like and subscribe.